Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's on it. Can he get away? Platini gets flagged offside. Looking to play him in. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal!
I don't think he knew too much about it, Peter. It comes off him awkwardly.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Cruyff clears it away. Tries to play it through. Yamal. It's gone out for a throw-in. That has been knocked clear. Goes long and straight. Kubo. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Pele. Oh, easy pickings there. Kuching City leading currently through the only goal of the game, an own goal as it turned out. And the score is 1-0. Adriano, and he's certainly onside here. Now it's Cruyff, and it's Vieira. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that could set him on his way. That's a throw. They get a throw in. Rijkaard. Now it's Platini. Platini will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nicely weighted ball. Camavinga. Great vision. And that has put paid to that. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Yamal. Can he latch on to this? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Can he get on the end of this? Platini, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability.
Kuching City can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Threads one in. Rijkaard.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Vieira. Cruyff. And this is Pele. And this is Adriano. Adriano was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Yamal gets into a good position. He has found the way through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Cruyff. He's found the way through. Looking for options for movement. Oh, well played. And that is the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's just been exhilarating, Peter, and leaving everyone wishing for a little bit more, but you'll have one manager now trying to exercise more control, so we can only hope that they go at it again in similar fashion.
Kuching City just about ahead, 1-0 at the break.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 6.
So we're on the way for the second half. Kuching City currently ahead by the smallest of margins.
Coming on the field.
That's been cut out, well played.
Lamine Yamal clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Van Dijk. Messi. Now it's Oyarzabal. Shifted it to the flank. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And he's managed to get rid. Rijkaard. Now it's Messi. Piqué does really well to win the ball there. Cruyff. Can he spark a counter here? He's a sharp little ball here. And he's whipped it across. Caught offside that time. Kuching City just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Yamal. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Neither of these two want to come off second best. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Space for him to turn and look. Great defending, strong and determined. That's really well cleared. Tries to pass it through. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Pele. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And it's Cruyff. Is there any support? And the shot! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Kuching City are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Now, this could be a chance. Now it's Pele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries to cross. Van Dijk can get it clear. Yamal. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cruyff looking to receive it in space. Vieira gets a good foot in there. Whistle's gone, that's foul. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. What a save! Terrific reactions! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Kuching City with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Guardiola gets it away. Showing good feet. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's fabulous. Chips it through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Belletti. And here's Messi. Messi. Platini. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Knocks it into space. Messi in acres of space out wide. Some resolute defending there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rummenigge! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Coming on the field is
a case now of complete control. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's got away. Cross from Rummenigge. And he's heaved it away.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Messi. Oh, good read.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. And this is Messi. Messi. And that's that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy way. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Javier Zanetti goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just ploughs on and on with boundless energy.
They've got a corner here. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And he's gone backward here. Takes a shot! Caught offside that time. Vieira. Belletti. Rijkaard. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Dembele. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Platini. And it's Belletti. Rijkaard. Can he get it through? That's good vision. Gerrard deals with that comfortably. And it's Vieira, out towards the flank. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Zanetti. Now Timber. Messi. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kuching City, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And here's Cruyff. Messi could move up a gear here. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's found a way past. Shot could be on. And this is Nedved. Real chance! He's delivered all right! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Pass somewhat off target. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he skips past his man. He's cut it out. Nedved. Now it's Mbappe. Al-Sadd are looking to break at pace. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Spread to the right. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Piqué. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Now it's Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Maldini cuts it out. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Al-Sadd are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Timber.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Vieira. Adriano. Cruyff finding himself in space. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Impressive jump! And he can thump it away. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
This ended up in no man's land. Messi. Can he spark a counter here? That's it, 45 minutes up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Kuching City unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Messi. Number
Away
9,
we go again.
Dembele.
Kuching City really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Yamal. Oh, it's Nedved.
That was lovely, that.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. It's Nedved! Goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And they've got rid. Vieira. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Yamal. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Yamal. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Piqué does well to get it back. Bullet.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Platini going face-to-face with his great rival. Gets a good foot in there. Grealish. Oh, played right into his path. Piqué kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Maldini. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Cruyff. Kuching City, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And it's Gerrard. Rijkaard. To Gerrard. Yamal. That's good play. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Grealish. Oh, well measured. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Cruyff. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Yamal. Cruyff. That's Vieira. Good running, strong and purpose. Gerrard! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Al Sadd have their second corner now.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Gerrard. Number 8, Mbappe. Number 10, Nedved. Coming on the field, number 16, Fermin. Number 7, Neymar. Number 11, Adrian. Substitution in progress.
75 minutes played. And he's forced to go back. And it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rummenigge.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Grealish powering forward here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Aims beyond the defence. He's found a way through. He is just caressing the ball. Yep, it's a corner. So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. Great chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. And that has left him in a heap. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Adriano, renowned for his long-range shooting. Rummenigge. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Gerrard. Chance! Rijkaard. Grealish. And it's Grealish.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Taken back almost at once. Plays in a cross. Oh, good effort! And that's a tiny finish. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist? What? And that will be it. Well, that was intense. An enjoyable contest that either could easily have won. Ultimately decided by... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello,
The
everybody,
fans
and
have pulled out
welcome to
all the
today's
stops
match.
to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
And this is Adrian, shapes to shoot! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay on side.
Searching pass he's played there. Not the most accurate pass.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Hullet. Vieira. Oh, this is a... And Hullet! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That's been slipped through. And a chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Shoots! It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Kuching City are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Oh, I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Platini was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Kuching City have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Messi. Well, that pass isn't the best. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Michel Platini. Edmilson. Messi. Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Tries a shot! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And it's Edmilson. Now it's Hullet. Well, the runner's been sold. Oh no, what has happened here? And the finish! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always...
Goes for a shot! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Platini can get it clear. And the return pass. Diaz.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mbappe. Likanin! Oh, it's come off the upright. No, he's not getting past him there. McAllister. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. There's the shot! It's loose, and another try! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Put it at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Gerrard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that is... Can he finish? And that's wide.
And that was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Vieira.
There will be 3
Now
minutes
it's Pullet.
at a time.
And this is Adriano. Now that looks a decent ball. Great ball, and he's in here. Great chance! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't...
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The
Hello,
game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Some of the greatest who have played the game have described Frankie de Jong as a player who can define an era. The way he holds on to the ball, absorbs pressure, creates space. There's much more than a passing resemblance to some of the former greats.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Real chance! That's going to go a long way. So foul. And he skips past his man. Platini. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Rummenigge. Mateus. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Schlotterbeck. Chouameni. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Lovely. Tries a shot! He's delivered all right! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Kuching City are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That looks a good ball through. Look at the space here. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Kuching City really could have done without this. Schmeichel to save this spot kick and his team. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he's gone looking for safety.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
De Jong showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Played into the... He's rising! Oh, good finish! Right back in the game! Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Platini, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Pelé. Platini. Space for him to turn and look. And this is Pelé. Oh, great leap! It's a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter.
Can he finish? And a neat finish. And again they hit the front. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Platini. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Kuching City with the corner. They're first. And that should get the job done. Shot a goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Mateus tries to cross. Akanji attempts a clearance. Couldn't squeeze it through. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Ronaldinho in acres of space out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's De Jong. He's had a shot! Oh, that wasn't far away. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. That is good alertness. De Bruyne. Now it's De Bruyne. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
Kuching City choosing to make the first change. Imigressen now in a position far more desirable.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Now it's Pele. Kuching City making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. De Bruyne.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
De Jong. Bullish header! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring. And for the first half, that is that. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Please keep your eyes on your children during the match at all times.
So the action resumes. 45 minutes to change their fate. And it's Michel Platini. Looking for options for movement. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Pele. Platini. That is a brilliant interception. Ronaldinho.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now that looks a decent ball. He's got away. Now there's a fine ball. He's dealt with that really well. Kuching City can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And it's Kane. Maldini powering forward here. And he's intervened well there. De Jong. Tchouaméni. Piqué. Kane pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Knocks it into space. Aims beyond the defence. And he whips it in. Kuching City still have the card. He's having a shot! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Ronaldinho. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Pelé. Tries to pass it through. He's found a way through. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Belletti, and he's there to retrieve it. Kane on 2 now and looking for 3. Now has he got the beating of his marker here? Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Piqué clears. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Vieira. Ronaldinho. Tchouaméni. Oh, there's a probing ball. Gerrard. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Belletti. And it's Rijkaard. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Tchouaméni. De Jong. Now it's Mbappe. So what can they make of this?
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Safal.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And here's Platini. He's cut it out. Tchouaméni. Now it's Mbappe. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, good take in a good area. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Kane. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely intercepted. Now it's Ronaldinho. Platini. De Bruyne. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's De Bruyne. And he plays one through. He's in one-on-one. He shapes to shoot. And it's in. This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. And he draws the sweetest of pictures.
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
Immigresen are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. That is a great pick out. Mbappe. Great ball, and he's in here. And a chance! Oh, wow, that's crazy!
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter.
And that's that. Kuching City suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in...